So in this video, doing an update on where I see uranium. So uranium has quietly been moving into an uptrend. Right now, it's sitting just below a key level that could just decide the next major move. So you can see I've got here key resistance here. So it's forming a higher lows and a flat top there. So this isn't a prediction or a trade idea. It's just a simple roadmap to understand where uranium sits right now. So looking at URA, which is the Global X Uranium ETF, it's in a long-term bull market. You can say since around about 2020 was the low. So it's been in a long-term uptrend since then. So it's had a good run, and now it's starting to just sit under this resistance level. But the key thing here, it's forming those higher lows. So moving on to the actual metal itself, the spot price. Just get this looking better on the screen. So this also, the metal is going quite well, which is the foundation of the whole sector, the actual metal itself, the spot price. It also is sitting right now under key resistance level. So it's touched it once in February 2024, and then again in January this year. And it's also forming higher lows. So this sort of wedge pattern in technical analysis can lead, not saying it will, but it can lead to a big breakout. So then the next chart we'll move on to is Cameco, CCJ. So in the actual ETF, pulling in one of the leading stocks, again, since 2020, where it had its low. It's been in a solid uptrend since then, forming high lows. First breakout in December 2020, and then another major breakout. And this is sort of confirms this bull trend for uranium or commodities in June 23. And again, it's like, as long as we're above these moving averages, we've got a strong momentum phase going there as well. So there's no signs of this slowing down. And then last chart I'll show is uranium miners versus the actual metal. So this is URA versus uranium spot price. And this is a ratio that can help you figure out what is better to be in. Is it better to be in the miners or the actual metal itself? And I'd say, looking at this chart, you know, one isn't leading the other over the last, well, since for the last 12, 14 years. But there has been miners in a downtrend, and now it's actually breaking out where I think once it gets past this key resistance level, if it breaks through there, miners will start to go even stronger than the actual metal itself. So bringing it all together, so the actual metal of uranium is holding up quite well. Leading companies or stocks like Cameco are doing really well already. And the actual sector as a whole is testing key resistance, and the strength is starting to improve. So I track these through two models. One is a trend model, and this tells us when things are trending, and the other one is an allocation model, and this tells us when to give a certain sector more capital. I just keep things this way. If you want to go into the full uranium roadmap and updates, it's all on investingonline.com, and I've got the link below.